This is our fur baby, Layla. She is one of the biggest joys of my life. She is a Shih Tzu Chihuahua. 6 years ago, I gave a presentation in Torrance, California, which was the best presentation I've ever done in my life because it was the day that I met my wife, Melissa. So speaking of Melissa, her and I were engaged December 25th, Christmas 2014, I believe, 2014. And we had a surprise wedding on October 3rd the following year. So if you want to know about a surprise wedding, that's a good one-to-one. We can talk about that. Now, we love traveling. That's a big passion of ours. I've been a snowboarder now for 23 years, which is crazy. International travel. We're going to Costa Rica in a couple weeks. We got a chance to go all over Asia. For those of you that got a chance to witness my debut as a stand-up comic, my debut and also my retirement act, those of you guys that heard a lot of my material will know that a lot of my material actually came from my trip to Malaysia. Speaking of my stand-up act, those of you that were there also got a chance to get to know the fact that prior to anybody having their first Eminem mixtape, I was a white rapper prior to you listening to Eminem. So that's a real story, that's not a joke. So, you know, my wife got a chance to go to her first ever football game this February. Her first ever game was the Super Bowl. So that was pretty cool. Obviously the results not good, but everything up until the last 2 minutes, really, really good. And when it comes to my professional life, you know, I graduated North Kingstown High School. My first job in my life was Allie's Donuts. If you've been there, I was the muffin man. And I went to school in Philadelphia, actually as a graphic design student, believe it or not. But I realized by my second year of school that I never wanted to have a job. And what I mean by that is I saw my dad get laid off after 20 plus years working for a company. I got bypassed for a promotion at a company I was working for because of my age. And somebody handed me the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And literally a month later, I quit my job, and I haven't had a job since I was 19 years old. I opened up a cell phone store when I was 20. Anybody remember the Nextel walkie-talkie phones?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I did. So 5 stores, dozens of employees. At one point, I was the #1 business-to-business dealer for Nextel in the Philadelphia region. And as I started my cell phone business, somebody introduced me to the ACN business model, and I was not interested at all. Literally wouldn't even attend a presentation. But how many of you have ever heard when your circumstances change in life, your mindset changes?
Yep.
So 5 years later, my business was falling apart. Sprint and Nextel merged together. I was literally bartending on the side, catering for a catering company, maxing out credit cards to meet payroll every month. Went 6 months straight without taking a paycheck from my own company, and one of my stores got robbed. So I was open-minded.
Yep.
My same friend, this is a great testimony to the power of persistence, my same friend who 5 years prior had talked to me about ACN, talked to me about it again. And at this point, I went to a meeting, I got started, and 6 months later, I sold all my other businesses and never looked back. And for me, that was 11 and a half years ago. And over the last 11 and a half years, the ACN home-based business model has absolutely changed my life. Now, when it comes to the company, they got started in 1993 in Michigan. Today, they're in 25 countries. Matter of fact, Colombia is about to be our 26th country in August. So anybody that has any contacts from Colombia, that's an excellent referral for me. They're the world's largest direct seller of telecom, home services, and energy. Last month, ACN was actually on the front cover of Success from Home magazine and every Barnes & Noble in America. And they actually did an article on my wife and I and my dog, Layla. Photo credit to Sabrina Scolari. Thank you so much. This was actually Success from Home magazine in 2011. This is me in front of my beach house in Newport Beach. Going for a jog, so that was pretty cool. My shoes are untied. Get a chance to take a look at that later on. My dad pointed that out. He called me from Barnes & Noble. Hey, great picture. Congratulations. By the way, didn't I ever teach you how to tie your shoes? So the company itself, we're on the Celebrity Apprentice, regardless of your political opinion. That was pretty cool getting a chance to be on the Celebrity Apprentice with the president. But on top of that, ACN's headquarters in Charlotte. These are some of the products that we offer. I talk about cell phones all the time in the group. We also offer DirecTV, Dish Network, and home phone service. And even though I don't talk about that much, that's also part of my category here at BNI. Now, most of you guys know about our referral program. If you have the service and refer 5 years is free. Project Feeding Kids. Every month, one of our customers pays their bill. We donate a meal to a starving child in the U.S. Last year as a company, we did 2 million children. My wife and I were responsible for 50,000 meals. And because of CityBiz, we're now literally feeding almost 2,000 children a month because of the referrals from this group. Now, one of of my favorite things about my business, and probably my biggest passion in life, is coaching, teaching, training, and mentoring other people. Yes, I sell cell phone service, but I teach people how to build a home-based business. When I met my mentor 12 years ago, he said something that changed my life. He said, Jeff, until you find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die. I don't know if anybody else, I was in the Work Until I Die program. How about you? And I got introduced to the concept of network marketing, of building a home-based business. And who would agree the world is changing today? Brick and mortar changing to click and order. How many of us are watching retail go virtual? Uber is the largest cab company in the world. Guess how many cars they own?
Zero.
Airbnb, largest hotel company in the world. Guess how many hotels they own?
Zero.
Amazon, doubling the revenue of Walmart without owning one physical retail store, and the world is going virtual. Fortune magazine says that 50% of the Fortune 1000 companies will be obsolete in the next 15 years because of changes in technology. And today, more and more people are looking to start a home-based business. My wife and I currently have over 14,000 business partners in our team globally, and over 50,000 customers that pay a bill every month, and we've been blessed to earn a great residual income for what we've built over the last 12 years. So what's a great referral for me? Yes, bills are good eggs, but what's a great chicken? A great chicken for me is somebody that owns a retail business, somebody that's a real estate agent, somebody that's a property manager. They're great networking partners for myself. But anybody you know that's self-employed or owns a business that's looking to diversify, that likes the concept of passive residual income, those are excellent referrals for me. Currently, one of the couples that my wife and I have trained and mentored, he owned a respiratory therapy business. She was actually a commercial actress. Currently, they're the #1 producing team coordinators in North America in ACN, and we're looking to create more stories just like them. So thank you guys very much. Jeff Street with ACN.